You know what you should do? You should follow me on Twitter at Bromo018. Link in the description. Do it now. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 7 of our AC Milan career mode series on FIFA 20. Thanks a lot for joining me today in what is another big episode. We have got Udinese to start off the episode, and then that is followed by Inter Milan in the quarter-final of the Coppa Italia. So it's a very, very big episode indeed. Udinese, for those of you who may not remember, started off brilliantly. They're actually second in the table, so it's a massive game and a chance for us to make a big, big statement going forward. That's for sure. But first of all, though, we've still got transfer window to go through. There is still signings to be made. And in the last episode, the general consensus was that, we were talking about signing one or two experienced players for the sake of realism to help, these young players sort of move along and stuff. Well, people were saying get an experienced centre-back. I have found just the man. That is right. Thiago Silva. He's 35, but he's 86 rated still. Of course, used to play for AC Milan. We can bring him back, and I love this sort of signing. I think he would love to return to AC Milan. He always talks about the great time he had there. And it turns out we can sign him on a free for the end of the season because his contract is expiring. So we're going to go into it now. And hopefully we can bring him along still. Like I say, very highly rated. So this could be massive, massive move. He can help move along the likes of Caldara, Romagnoli as well. And also Gabbia. We'll give him a crucial first team role because I really think he can still play the part. 2-year deal. Let's just go with 3 because, just to try and keep it safe. We'll disregard a release clause. Then in terms of wage, it said that he could maybe accept, a slight wage drop. And I think that would happen considering he'd be on a lot of money at PSG. So we're going to go with 70,000 and let's say 200,000 in a signing bonus and see what he thinks of that. He says that's a fair offer. My client is happy with that. So at the end of the season, we will be signing Thiago Silva, and that is a massive, massive signing. A great step towards, building this real dynasty of a team. Elsewhere, Luka Modric got a lot of love in the comments. A lot of people saying, well worth signing him. Again, we can't sign at the end of the season. We're going to think about it. I'm going to give myself a little bit more time to decide whether or not I'm going to do it or not. Still feeling another young signing somewhere. Not sure who it will be yet, but I'm still feeling one somewhere along the way. So we're going to keep having a look and keep having a scout and stuff. But for now, it's a great start to the transfer window anyway. James Rodriguez is another one. Could bring him in. I mean, he's contract's ending as well, but let's see anyway. But yeah, there's a couple of names on this list: Mandragora, Pellegrini, someone's up here as well, Locatelli, etc. So we'll see how it goes. First of all, we do have a game against Udinese to get to. And, of course, we've got to get back to winning ways. We did, of course, in the last episode, make a couple of signings, Sandro Tonali and Federico Chiesa, and they started off brilliantly well with 2 very good performances from them. And, we're going to get them back into the side today. The question is, do we stick with this 4-3-3 formation? Do we maybe mess about to the 3-4-3? I think, perhaps we do retain the 3-4-3. We're going to take out Çalhanoğlu. He's not happy because I told him in no uncertain terms that he won't be in the team anytime soon. That's for sure. So we can bring Rebic in for him. Piontek come onto the bench. What else we got here? Paqueta can come in for Bonaventura. Hernandez as well. He's able to come back in. And also Caldara as well can come into the centre-back role. Where's Calabria? There he is. We can bring him in as well. For Conti, Tonali can retain his place. On the bench, let's have a look here. Benacer can come in. And I think that'll be about it. Like I say, the squad's still looking a bit thin and we do need 1 or 2 more. It's just not enough depth. And thankfully, we haven't got European football this season to make it really bad. Otherwise, we would really be struggling. But we've got enough at the moment, and this is the team we're going to go with. So it's a massive game against Udinese, and it's going to be a real tough test. Second in the league, they've started off brilliantly well. The question is, can we get the win? Let's just have a look at these player chats before. Tell him I'll consider it, boost his morale a bit. We've also got final scout reports on Pellegrini and Mandragora. We'll come back to them after the game. For now, though, is that what is Haland in the background? What are you doing? I was wondering that. I just paid no attention for a minute. Jesus, dear me. Never mind. We've got this game against Udinese today. Let's just have another quick look at the table before we go into it. They're really starting to pull away from the pack. We do have a game in hand over some of them, though. Look, we played 18. They've played 19. I mean, Juventus played 20 as well, so a couple of games behind. But today is going to be a massive, massive game and a big statement if we can win. But the question is, can we? Let's find out. Guys, look. What is this? He's still... What is going on? Why is Haland standing in the middle of the pitch? What is going on? Oh, my word. Wow. Wow. Tonali coming up against Haland here. Oh, fantastic skill. And again. Oh, brilliant. Out to Calabria. Chiesa. Chiesa. Comes back to Tonali, who's got space now. And he's going to try and unleash a shot. Good save from the keeper. Back in, Rebic. It's out for a corner. Paqueta to whip it in. Oh, what is that? Why is he still there? What is going on? He's just standing there. Oh, that's a poor pass, that is, from Calabria. Good interception, though. He does make up for it. Looking for Rebic. He's got him as well. Bursting into this space now. And he's got an option in the box. Chiesa's there. It's a great tap in. Good run from Chiesa. And it's 1-0. Go and celebrate with Haland. Run to Haland. There he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, what a finish that is. Rebic whips it across. I say what a finish. I mean, it was a tap-in, but what a whipping it was anyway. Rebic, nice and controlled. Good running from Chiesa. And it's nice and controlled, as I say. That's 2-2 now for Federico Chiesa since joining the club. Great start for him. Good breakaway from Milan. 1-0. And this is an impressive start to the game so far. Haland agrees. That's actually a brilliant ball, that is. Hernandez, though, he's got brilliant pace to catch up. He'll whip it in here. It's headed away. Donnarumma, what a save that is. Just dominating possession at the moment. Just waiting for that opening, really. Looking for a better run than what we're getting. Chiesa into Paqueta. Good knock on from Leao. He's going to whip it back in. Kessie is at the far post. Oh, my word. It's hit the bar and it's out. Wow, that was a brilliant opportunity. Interception there, and we can hit them on the break now. Chiesa got men storming forward. Kessie and Leao there. Goes to Kessie, and he's going to come back into Chiesa. What an opportunity this is to make it 2-0. Oh, it's a save from the keeper yet again. Oh, that's so frustrating. Just so much space for him there. Disappointing. I'm not even sure who was at fault, to be honest. I'm going to have a look here. Was it me? Not particularly, to be honest. Closing down the man, just one of those things. Centre-backs are a little bit out of position, Caldara in particular. But, you know, it's nothing groundbreaking. It's just a fairly well-worked goal, to be honest, from Udinese. They're back into the game. They've had one or two chances for sure, but I feel like, you know, we are being hard done by here at the moment. And on the brink of half-time, they've made it 1-1. Oh, it's good work here. He's going to cut it back. And it's 2-1 against a run of play. Udinese go in front. Same man again. Picks up space. Tonali loses him. That's disappointing. Really disappointing from Tonali. Centre-backs are already picking up men. Tonali's got to follow him in. And he doesn't. Maybe I should actually... I'm going to do it now. I think I'm going to change the holding midfielder's instructions to man mark. Because he seems to be losing his man constantly. I think that might be sort of killing us a little bit there. So we're going to change that to man mark. Hopefully we can seal that up a little bit. But it's 2-1 to Udinese. Tonali into Leao. He's going to try and lay it off. Rebic is there. It's saved. Leao on the rebound. Oh, that is a horrendous finish. time to make a couple of substitutions. Leao is just not cutting it at the moment. Going to bring on Piontek and maybe Bonaventura for Paqueta as well. It's just not working. We need to try and seize the play a little bit. Chiesa into Kessié. Out to Tonali, who's got space. Needs to hit it. Oh, he couldn't get his body shape. Piontek back to Kessié though. He'll come across. Why have I looped that? But it doesn't matter. It's a goal. And Ante Rebic is on the score sheet. 2-2. And we are back into the game. Well worked. Frank Kessié with the looping ball. Thankfully, it still came off, as I say. Really should have driven that along the ground. But Rebic is there on the receiving end to nod it home. And he's been on brilliant form this season. Really enjoying life at the club. And it's 2-2 back into the game. We're not done here, though. We need to press for a winner. Here we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my words. That was horrendous. Rebic. Oh, he's got options there. Calabria, look at the space he's in. And Calabria is actually through on goal here. Does Piontek have the pace? Oh, no. For f***'s sake. Ah. Oh, we've got to stop the shot here. We've got to follow the run. We don't, for f***'s sake. 3-2. I can't do everything myself. They need help from the AI. You know, they've got to follow their men. I can't keep tracking everyone. I'm trying to close the man down. Someone else needs to go. Look, he just squeezes inside. They get so much help. The midfield stands there, and Stuani, of all people, who is the most average player going, has scored, and it's 3-2. Haland. Bonaventura. We're going to have one final opportunity here. He's going to try and give it to Chiesa. It's a poor ball, and Chiesa's just not fast enough, and it's full time. How have we lost that game? How have we lost? Defensive errors, people not following the men, people lazy. The AI have got to run more. They've got to cover their men. I can't do everything. And I'm annoyed that we've lost that game. Oh. Well, I don't know what to say. We should have won that game. Should have won it. Off Haland. Alright, so guys, thought I'd just give you a quick update on the Youth Academy situation as well. This is currently what we're looking at. Got a couple of promising players in here for sure, but you know, I have a thing about the Youth Academy where I'll wait until their potential is almost guaranteed, so it's like 90 to 94 or something, and they're fully developed before we promote them into the side. So still waiting on them yet. You know, a bit of patience needs to be shown, but so far it's looking promising. So we'll see how that one plays out. Right, if signing him means I can get him off my screen, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I mean, dear God. Right. Erling, Braut, Haland. Let's see what you have to say for yourself. We'll offer them 8.5 million, as is the current. Actually, no. You know, we're trying to make this a more realistic career mode, and I think we should be paying more realistic prices. So we're looking at teams, let's say Austrian League, Red Bull Salzburg. You're thinking about the market value and stuff. We'll start off. We'll go with what? Let's say 24 million. I think that's fair because it's, you know, it's less inflation in that market. They will accept that. And then we'll move on to his wages. See what he's saying for himself. He's a quality player, by the way. So that should be a brilliant signing, to be honest. 19 years old in this. See how it goes. Squad role, shall we say rotation to start with? Yeah, it's fine. He's happy with that. And then we'll go with a 5-year deal. And he will accept that as well into the release clause. Disregard release clause, of course. I hate them. Now, we're thinking of wages here, and I'm thinking something realistic. New to the Serie A, only 19. Something along the lines of 40 to 50,000. We'll go with 45 and make it halfway. Signing bonus, again, 200,000. Let's see what he thinks of that. Will be a fair offer. So, he's joined the club. Now, the question is, will he be finally off the screen? There he is in a Milan shirt, looking great. 74 rated. I mean, his stats are going to be... I mean, I already know his base stats anyway. Yes, finally, Oh my word, he's off the screen. Thank goodness. But more importantly, we've got a very good player in the squad. We've just signed a very good player indeed. Haland, here he is. So he's 74, 6'4". Quite a lot of pace for someone who's 6'4". You know, finishing, dribbling, etc. All very good. Only 19, left-footed, 3-star, 3-star. I think we've got ourselves a real good player there, to be honest. And you know what? Seeing as it's the Inter Milan game, let's start him. Let's give him a start. Why not? Because the others just do not seem to be doing it at the moment elsewhere. You know, really looking at these. Caldara had a poor game, but there's not a lot to bring in for him, to be honest. Maybe I don't really want to make too many rash decisions. Maybe bring in Bonaventura for Paqueta. And elsewhere, I think it might be okay. Do we perhaps give Conti a go over Calabria? So Calabria did sort of come into it. You know, we'll go with that team. We're going to stick with a 4-3-3 for this game. But if it doesn't work, then maybe we switch back to a 3-back or something along those lines. Maybe a 4-4-2. We haven't played that for a little bit, actually. So we'll think about that one. But for now, we'll go with the 4-3-3. So we are away / home to Inter Milan today. I'm going to actually do the press conference just for immersion's sake and see what we can do here in terms of boosting the morale. I'll say, does Chiesa's arrival to Milan mean Suso's days are numbered? I'll say I'm not worried about accepting players. He doesn't like it, but, you know, you can find a new club if he doesn't like it here. How have you prepared for your next match against your rival? I'll say we are ready. And that boosts the morale up, which is very good. Do you think Inter has any chance to go to the next round of the Coppa Italia? Say we won't let the fans down. They love that. Boost some morale. Get the ratings going. Really need to get a win. Like I say, I desperately want to win this trophy. So hopefully we can do it. And we'll have a look here. Haland's still a little bit disappointed, which is annoying. But elsewhere, the other players, very happy. So here we go. Away to Inter Milan for a place in the semi-final of the Coppa Nazionale. Kessie storming forward now. Comes to Chiesa. Into the new man who gets his first touch. Lays it off quickly to Bonaventura. And he can go into Rebic here. This is an opportunity building. Rebic. He's going to go on his own. I wasn't look for the cut back there. Well, I tried to look for it, but there wasn't a lot on. So Rebic had to go on his own. It's saved from Handanovic. Bonaventura to whip it in. Romagnoli on the end of it. Then Caldara, another save from Handanovic. 2 quick fire, big chances. And we got another corner. Into Tonali. Haland. Can he lay it off quickly to Kessie? He can. Kessie's taken out. It's got to be a pen, and it is. That was really good build-up play. Good ball from Haland through to Kessie on running into the box. And he does well. He rounds the keeper. Handanovic should get a booking for that in my book. Takes him out when he's about to round him. It's got to be minimum of a booking. But he doesn't. So it's Kessie to take the penalty as well. We're going to go, in fact, this time we're going to go right-hand side. Oh, Handanovic just predicted the way and saved it. It was a good penalty, but it's a great save, actually. Not a lot more I could have done with that. It was right in the corner. But Handanovic makes a good save. We saw he was going to do that before the penalty had even been taken. He'd guessed his way. Ah, it's disappointing. Oh, well won there. Into Haland. Bonaventura. Lay off one more. Tonali's up there, actually. He's going to come inside. Oh, what is going on? Just passing it about. Bonaventura. What a strike that is. And it's 1-0. 19th minute of the Derby Milano. Bonaventura is the man to open the scoring. And the goal was a little bit chaotic in the end. There's passes flying about left, right and centre. And then Bonaventura ends up just getting the ball, and it's a brilliant finish. This time Handanovic can't keep them in it. He's had a brilliant game so far, but he can't do everything himself. No, nearly does get to it, to be fair, but it's a fantastic finish from Bonaventura to open the scoring. And in this game, in the quarterfinals, it's Inter 0, AC 1. Kessie. Got Chiesa overlapping. That's a great ball and a good touch. Chiesa to make it 2. Saved. Handanovic. Oh, my word. That is 3 one-on-ones in 3 games that Chiesa has missed now. Oh, straight out to Bonaventura. It's a poor clearance. Good touch, and he gets taken out again. It's got to be a booking. Stefan de Vrij this time. Yeah, it is. So we got a free kick, and you might be shocked about this, but this is actually the first free kick I've had in this sort of situation. So I've got no idea if I'll be any good at this new system. Aim with L, press B, or R to power up your shot. Add spin by rotating the ball. We'll just see how it goes, to be honest. First of all, who have we got who can take a good free kick? Bonaventura is the best option, it would seem. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! My first ever free kick on this game, and Bonaventura gets his second of the game, and it's a fantastic strike in off the post. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What is this replay? One way to ruin the moment completely. But it's Bonaventura. A keeper isn't getting there. Both his goals off the post and in. You would not think it at all. That is incredible. But it's a fantastic finish. And Giacomo Bonaventura, the Milan man, gets his second of the game, and it's 2-0. Oh, we played out really well there. Bonaventura looking for options. He's got Kessié running forward, finds him as well. And Frank Kessié is through on goal. He's got the chance to make it 3-0. It's saved. And we can't get to the rebound. Another one-on-one missed. Hopefully we don't make to pay these ones as we're going. Bonaventura, brilliant play. He'll go for goals. Save from Andanovic yet again. Wow, he has kept them in it big time. Oh, Romagnoli, come on, get goal side of your man here. Got to watch that cutback. Got to watch that cutback. There it is. I've got to watch that cutback. I could spot it from a mile away. Again, it's the same problem. Why is no one else doing it? Look, follow your man. I can't do everything. I'm trying to close down the man. I'm trying to, stop him from shooting at goal. Someone else has got to mark him. I can't control all the players. And somehow we're giving Inter Milan a lifeline back into this game. We haven't been clinical enough. And Vecino on the 60th minute makes it 2-1. Tonali into Bonaventura. He's going to look for Haland. That's a good pass as well. And Haland's got an opportunity. What a finish that is. And Milan fans going mad behind the goal because the win could well and truly be sealed. And it's the debutant, Haland, who has sealed the deal. All but sealed the deal. I should probably stop speaking too soon here. And what a finish that is. He had the cutback on, but he decides to go himself. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's on a tight angle. He's going across the face of goal. Hits the post. All three of our goals have hit the post and gone in now. But we'll take it all day. We will take it all day. Substitution time it is. Oh, far post. What a header. Well, what a goal that is, actually. Really well worked. And Erling Braut Haland gets his second of the game. A tap in at the far post. It's a brilliant knock on. Not sure it was. It might have been Caldara. It's whipped in from Bonaventura. It is Caldara. It's a brilliant flick on. And Haland is there at the back post. Fantastic positioning. That is such a realistic goal. That is such a realistic goal. Absolutely, that's so satisfying. You don't understand how satisfying that was to score. And Haland gets his second of the game. Brilliant start to him. He's had a really good game. Played really well. Held at the ball well. Distributed it brilliantly. He has been superb. Fair play to him. And 4-1 it is on this game. And it's going to finish 4-1 as well. As we are waiting for the full-time whistle now. As we clear it up. Surely it's got to come. There it is. Fantastic win. Yes, we're being inconsistent, and that is the biggest problem. But, it's clear that the upside with this team is there. We just need to gel a bit more. Just need to find the right system. We need to show a bit more quality finishing in the final third. But it is there, and it is coming as well. And that man, we could have signed a great starlet. Perhaps it was a blessing in disguise, the fact that he wouldn't get off the screen for best part of half an hour. Had a brilliant start to his Milan career. 4-1, fantastic win over our rivals Inter Milan, and that is a great way to go into this next run of games. Well, guys, just to let you know, the semi-final draws have commenced, and we do have Lazio. Turns out they actually beat Juventus 1-0, and Roma beat Atalanta 1-0 as well. So It's going to be a very interesting semi-finals, that's for sure. It's a tough game against Lazio, but you know we have what it takes, as we've just proven with that tremendous win against Inter Milan, to really do something. So we'll see how it goes. Let's have a look at the league table before we, you know, round off the episode here. Now, we might be 10th, but we've actually played 2 games less than the majority of teams above us, and with wins in those games, you know, we can shoot right back up into the top 4. So, you know, I'm not worried. I still think it's a process, and I still think, you know, we just need to be a little bit patient, and it will come. You know, it will come. So, you know, I'm actually optimistic. I'm feeling optimistic ahead of this, and you know, looking forward to the rest of the season for sure. In the next episode, it might be another Inter Milan, to be honest. Have a look here. I mean, Inter and Lazio double. That sounds fair. It's going to be a big week, that is. In fact, it's going to be a big month. I mean, look at some of the fixtures we got here. So, you know, all to play for, that is for sure. Of course, it's 2 legs in the semi-finals, so you know, we'll have to bear that in mind as well. So, wow, looking forward to it. Feeling optimistic, you know, guys. I'm actually really optimistic at the moment, despite 1 loss and 1 win in this episode. So I hope you guys are going to join me for the next one and along the series, because it is all to play for. We'll also have deadline day probably in that episode as well. But I'm going to round it off here now. I don't want it to drag on for too long. On that note, we are going to finish it there. If you've enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. Let me know that you're enjoying the content, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already for more regular gaming content. Don't forget to ring the bell as well. Also, make sure to check out my tactics videos where we recreate real systems. Got a couple of them out now, and really enjoying doing them, so give them a look as well. And on that note, time to finish there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.